Sometimes the most unexpected moments turn into the most unforgettable stories. Life doesn't send invitations, it just happens, and you have to be ready to listen.
Hello, English learners, and welcome back to the English podcast Rise. My name is James, and today we've got a fascinating episode that I know will help you improve your listening skills and expand your vocabulary. In this podcast, I'll introduce you to my old neighbor, Catherine. We didn't meet through mutual friends or social media, but in the most unexpected of places, Walmart. We're going to talk about the story of how we met and catch up on our lives, and I promise you the dialogue we'll have is packed with useful phrases, advanced vocabulary, and real-life communication skills that you can use in your daily life. So, let's dive right in. Wow, I can't believe it's been so long since I've seen you. How have you been, Catherine?
Oh, it really has been a while, hasn't it? I've been doing well, just trying to adjust to life after moving. It's not easy, you know? But I'm getting there. How about you?
The move was a bit of a challenge, but I'm starting to get settled in. Funny how life throws you into these situations, right? Just a couple of months ago, I didn't think I'd be meeting you here in Walmart, of all places.
Yeah, who would have thought? I mean, it's not exactly the most glamorous of meeting spots, is it? But, you know, sometimes the best connections happen when you least expect them. I guess that's how life works sometimes, though.
Exactly. You never know where you might meet someone who ends up being a part of your journey. I remember when I first saw you across the aisle, I didn't expect we'd end up having this conversation. It's funny how small moments like this can turn into something bigger.
It's true, and you know, I think it's those little encounters that make life so interesting. Like, what are the chances we would both end up in the same place at the same time? Especially when we were living just a few doors down from each other and never bumped into each other before.
I know, right? It's almost like fate. But now that we're both here, let's make the most of this conversation. I'm curious, how have you been adjusting to life in Boston? Moving here from somewhere else can be a huge change.
Honestly, it's been a roller coaster. I came from a much quieter town, and Boston, well, it's a whole different world. The energy here is overwhelming at times, but it's also exciting. I've been trying to get used to the fast pace, the crowds, and the constant noise, but I think I'm finally starting to feel more at home. How about you?
I hear you. It's a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? I came from a smaller town too, so the hustle of city life was a bit much at first. But you know what? The more I explore, the more I love it. There's always something going on, and you can meet people from all walks of life. Have you had a chance to explore the city much?
Oh, definitely. I've been walking around the city a lot. I mean, it's hard not to be tempted by the sights and sounds of places like Faneuil Hall and the North End. The food here is incredible, by the way. Have you tried the Italian restaurants in the North End?
I've heard great things about them. I need to get myself over there soon. I think I'll take a weekend to explore the city more. Have you found any places that feel like your own yet?
There's this little bookstore near the park that I really love. It's quiet and cozy, and I can spend hours there just browsing. I also found a nice coffee shop around the corner from my apartment. It's the kind of place where you go in and everyone knows your name. It's become my little sanctuary.
That sounds like exactly what I need. A place where you can just get away from everything for a bit, you know? Boston's great for discovering those hidden gems. I think once you find those spots, they really start to feel like home.
I couldn't agree more. It's the little things that make a place feel like home, like finding a cafe you love, or a park where you can just sit and think. I think that's what I've been missing from my old life. Those moments of peace amidst the chaos.
Yeah, I think we all need those moments to recharge. And it's important to make time for them. It's so easy to get caught up in the busy life. But having that balance is what keeps you grounded.
Exactly. And speaking of balance, How are you managing the whole work-life thing? I mean, with everything going on, it's hard to find time for yourself sometimes.
It is. I'm still figuring it out, but I've been trying to be more intentional with my time. I set boundaries with work and make sure I take breaks. It's important to disconnect and recharge. It's not always easy, but I'm getting there. How about you? How do you juggle everything?
It's definitely a challenge, but I've been making an effort to prioritize my mental health. I do yoga in the mornings and try to take some time in the evenings to unwind, whether it's reading, journaling, or just listening to music. It helps me stay balanced and focused.
That sounds great. I've heard so many people rave about yoga and meditation. I should probably give it a try. Maybe that's the key to handling the chaos, huh?
It definitely helps. I think we could all use a little more mindfulness in our lives. Plus, it's a great way to relieve stress. Speaking of which, are you still working on that project you mentioned before? The one you were really excited about?
Yeah, I've been working on a new podcast project. It's about sharing real practical tips for people looking to improve their lives, like how we're talking now about the little things that make a difference. It's been a lot of work, but it's also been really rewarding.
That's awesome. I bet it's going to be a great resource for people. It's so important to have real conversations, like the one we're having right now, and not just rely on surface-level stuff. Those deeper discussions are where the real learning happens.
I couldn't agree more, and I think that's what's so valuable about this conversation. It's not just about the small talk. It's about what we're really going through and how we navigate life. That's where the growth happens, in the real unfiltered moments.
Exactly. And I think that's something people can really relate to. It's so easy to get caught up in the highlight reel of life. But the truth is, we all have challenges, and we're all figuring it out as we go. And those moments of vulnerability are what make us human.
Well said. So, what do you think? Let's make a pact to meet up more often, whether it's here at Walmart or somewhere else. Life's too short to wait for the perfect moment.
I'd love that. Let's not wait for another random encounter to catch up again. It's always good to have those real conversations with people who get it.
Agreed. All right, let's make sure we plan something soon. It's been great talking to you, Catherine. I'm sure we'll have even more to discuss next time.
Absolutely, James. Let's not let life get in the way again. I'll text you later this week, and maybe we can grab a coffee or go for a walk, somewhere quieter than a Walmart aisle.
Sounds like a plan. Haha. And hey, it's kind of poetic, right? Two neighbors reconnecting in the most ordinary place and having a meaningful conversation. Life's strange like that.
It really is, but I'm glad it happened. Sometimes these random moments remind you that you're not as alone as you think. Thanks for taking the time to talk. It means a lot.
Of course. Talking with you feels familiar, like a piece of home I didn't realize I missed. Let's keep that going, yeah?
Definitely. Take care, James. And don't forget to try that Italian place I mentioned. You won't regret it.
I won't. Take care, Catherine. See you soon. What a conversation. It's moments like these that remind us how powerful human connection can be, even in the middle of everyday routines. If you found this dialogue helpful for your English learning, make sure to replay it. Take notes on new expressions and practice repeating the phrases aloud. Don't forget to subscribe to English Podcast Rise. Take care.